Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here once again with Malaki. I always doubt how to say that, but anyway, he's been nice enough to play again. This time, it's the Polish versus the French. Malaki as being the baguettes, and yours truly being the kielbasa. Oh, Raptor, yeah, I'm hungry. I know. Okay, so it looks like we're switching sides this time. He is at Alpha, and yours truly is at Sheraton. Let's do this. So the Polish have a lot of units that are works in progress, but they have a lot of basics that make them good. Not to mention units that can engage other aircraft, conkers, and of course the deadly. Oh God, I always forget how to say this. I'm gonna just call this the Gadzooks. The God's dick. The God's dick. No, it's the Gadzooks. So that is quite a really good weapon. Not to mention they've got great anti-aircraft weapons. So let's see. We're gonna call out the America. We're gonna call out the America, and we're gonna call out a few of those OSA. Actually, we're gonna need the Gadzooks. Show off a few of those. By the way, I'm Raptor. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be showing off at least as many of these Wargame classes as I can. I'm trying to get them all in as time goes along here. Gonna get a recon aircraft up as well. Yeah, so there are 4 sides to each faction. You have the Soviet Union, you have Poland, you have Czechoslovakia and East Germany, and then you have, of course, the Americans, the British, French, and the West Germans. So I'll try to get all those in before the end here. The T-55, by the way, if you do not know, they do have command vehicles that are tanks, and that is extremely important because if you're going to get hit by artillery, that's definitely what you're going to want to get hit by, is artillery with the tank round that's going to be impervious. So first we're going to capture Fedor, then Gregory, and then we'll defend our flanks. Malaki, of course, here is just learning a little bit, so I'm going to go slow with him so he can learn. But also it's great because he helps you guys to see what battle is without me getting just, completely tidal waved. So thanks to him, even though he's new, doesn't mean he's bad. He's probably going to roll me this time. All right, so of course we have the F.A.Q missile system. I think what we'll do here is bring out. We're going to actually do. You know what we're going to do? I want to capture left and right, but let's just go left and then left into Elena. So we'll keep on the left side, but we will bring some defenses to the right. So I'm going to bring up some of the great Polish infantry here. They have some really good units here that are in Topaz, and only just 10 seconds left here. Go ahead and take this time to click that subscribe button. Come on, I know you want to do it. While I'm clicking these buttons, why don't you click those buttons? Come on. There you go. Thank you. All right, so BRDM is going to come out as well, and that's all we have time for the setup, and that's okay because we're just out of points. So we'll move our Polish boys up, our Polish homies. In fact, yours truly is German and Polish. Oui. Oh, wait. Ah, crap. I always screw that up. But anyway, we have our Gadzooks here. Let's take a look at these units. They're basically, it looks like a BMP with a mighty fist on it. Very cool looking unit too, by the way. And keep in mind, these can fire smoke and also firing on position with artillery. Good tip, by the way. If you're up here working in a battle and you need artillery, rather than spending the time of clicking on that mini-map, clicking on your artillery, and then clicking fire position, leave them as number 1. Put them control 1 on your keyboard so that way you can call them in, just like this, you see? So if you, oh gosh, there's infantry here, I gotta get on them, rather than wasting time by going down here and finding your artillery, just click 1, fire position, and you've got it. So that's a good tip to keep in mind here. So we're gonna move our WD-43 up here, which is basically just a little Jeep. So we're going to move that up here. And we're going to have everything else go. Ooh, looks like we're going to have a fight on this side. MI, oh geez. We'll just call this the row your boat. The row. I like to give the Soviet stuff nicknames, if you haven't noticed. We did that in our in Wargame European Escalation. The Buratino we called the Brian Boitano. And every unit gets a lovely little name. Looks like there was some type of helicopter coming up there. I didn't exactly see what it was. By the way, the Polish get some okay units for for aircraft, but they're very lightly armed and very lightly armored, so it's kind of a risk. Anyway, now that we have this position, it's time to lock our friend down at his spawn. Oh, looks like he's already bringing in a hot Gazelle, hot off the presses, and that means we're gonna have to bring in one of these, as well as Oh, I thought I saw some other units there. And we'll probably artillery him in the meantime. Now, do we have a... We do not. I thought I called out one. Gadzooks, though, can provide some cover for these units, especially our command unit that I don't want to go too deep. So we'll just put him right on the edge. And we'll have our topaz there. And we'll hide our America right back here. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, next we're going to need another AA unit. Let's see. Yes, we want that one. And we'll call that... Oh, we didn't want 2 of those. I know they're on sale, but come on now. Cool. So now we can kind of block his sight of our topaz, at least from vehicles. See? Or at least that's my hope. I'm sure he can see us, though he's laughing like, oh, Raptor. Raptor, please. But it's fine. It's fine. Don't hate. Come on, don't judge. So topaz are moving up. We're just going to deny Gregory at this point. Keep in mind, you don't have to capture everything. You just have to deny your enemy some of it. Ah, he bought the Brennus tank. It's got reactive armor on the sides of it. It's a AMX 30B2, and it's a very deadly tank too, by the way, against any type of armor. It's got good accuracy and good fire. Ooh, can fire repetitively. Ooh, Gazelle's there. Let's see if he can loot. We're gonna lure him in. Now watch this. If we can kind of try to get him to follow our scout, we can lure him into our AA range and then kill him and get a couple of good kills. Let's see if we can make him kind of fall for this. Our OSA is pretty fast too, so it should be in position in just a moment. He seems to be really focusing on the defense of Boris. He doesn't even want to go for my MI2, unless he's luring me in for an AA kill. We're gonna break off now. Speaking of AA, we'll unload some of ours. Looks like he's gonna take hold up there. He wants to. Oh, yep, that's exact. Ah, Roland's. He was trying to lure me in as well. Clever girl. Nicely done. So I tried to do to him what he just tried to do to me. So now it's time to punish him with artillery. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep an eye on his units. But we're going to call in Gadzooks, and we're going to call up some recon. That should do. And he won't see any of this AA. And we're going to have our artillery move up from the back as well. Now, unfortunately, we don't get any real good supply vehicles. We just basically get some crappy supply trucks. So, our artillery is going to be in desperate need of multiple supply vehicles, and we only have 1 FOB. So, it's going to be an artillery battle, whether I like it or not, because Boris is a tough nut to crack unless you're flanking. So, let's try to do that now. We're going to bring up our topaz. All of them. See if we can peek at center a little bit more. We're going to keep our America in the back. We're just going to keep a general line of defense here. And once we see him, we're going to start taking targets with our artillery. Now, the good thing is, if we kill him or any of his units at Boris, he may flee. So the infantry that I'm going to put into center could cut off his retreat here. So if Boris is cut off, reinforcements can come here. So if Boris gets cut off from that, he's going to have to fall all the way back to Anna. That means America's going to push right up into Boris, and the troops are going to cut off Boris, and then it's time for Anna to fall. So this could be a simple operation, but we'll see. Now, I'm not going to be too mean yet. I'm not going to full-out attack his spawn position just yet. But as soon as some of this artillery starts firing, you bet he's going to start calling out stuff. So we're going to try to put our Gadzooks a little closer together. We'll put some of these here just to break up our artillery positions. And as soon as we can get a corrected shot on something from our PT-76B Dishk, which is that gun up there, I believe. That's what it comes with. It comes with the Dishk gun. I'm sure you say that a different way. I don't care. Hey, comment down below. You guys are very intelligent too, by the way. Someone commenting on the name of what the Akula, whatever the first thing is, Black Shark for it. Very cool. It's great that you guys know much more about the game than I do, especially about the units, so that's very cool. So there'll be more of this to come. Don't worry. There's going to be quick tactical tutorials and how to do things and whatnot. So if you're new to this, if you've never played Wargame European Escalation before, pick that up. This game's coming out very soon, but if you've got an itch that you desperately need to scratch, go pick that up. Hats off to Eugen Systems, by the way. They interact with me and I interact with them. They're a great group of just awesome Frenchies. And by the way, I must tell you guys, Baguette, the AML-60, that we call it the Baguette because it fires a shell about the size of a baguette, absolutely my favorite unit in the game. Honestly, it is the coolest little mortar carrier ever. And if you've seen me play as the French, you've probably seen me call it out, especially in this game. And so yeah, hats off to that unit, and wow, that unit will not repair itself. You'll have to do that manually. But yeah, hats off to you, Eugen. I know you guys love me, and boy, do I love you. You made a great game. And unfortunately, games like World in Conflict didn't have a sequel, Well, thank the good Lord, thank all the powers which are at work, that you guys decided to make a sequel to Wargame European Escalation. Your hard work goes noticed by everyone in the community, and what's going to be noticed next is a ton of artillery flying at the face of Boris. As soon as that recon unit is it's just a couple of inches away. Speaking of which, we're probably going to want to call out some veteran aircraft just in case. And I think we will have one bomber just in case. That's a rocket. This is probably really cheap, yeah. So we'll actually call out a MiG-23BN to deal with any ground-based problems. So we'll put our Topaz here. Looks like they're out of fuel. So we're going to take up this position defensively then. And our infantry will be able to at least run to Boris. So if they do go to the highway this way, then we will be able to catch them. So let's bring up all of our recon now. We've got our recon helicopter repaired here, I bet. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. What's here? Oh, looks like he brought up his Brennus. Uh-oh. No, Malachi, no. No, my friend. Oh, no. Disconnected from game room. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, anyway, you didn't get to see me battle very much, but I can assure you it would have been artillery and tanks. I'm still going to post this because the Polish have quite a lot of power, and there'll be another round of this as well. So, unfortunately, Malachi here disconnected, but there will be more fun and more battles to be had. I'm sorry for the disappointment. Don't judge the video on that, and keep in mind that these things happen. And, oh wow, counted as a defeat. Whoa, what? He won because of command point? Wait, what? I was defeated. He won because I was disconnected from the game room, apparently. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Makes sense, I guess. Anyway, until next time, friends and fans, this is Raptor saying, what the fuck, defeat? Bye. Alright, friends and fans, we are back. In the previous episode, we got cut off as the Polish, but I think I'll combine this to be a, we'll make this a Polish sausage of battle, combining two great, I guess two great ways to take it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I am trying to say is basically welcome back. We're going to continue on. I'm going to attack again. In fact, you know what? This time we're going to go all out with an attack. We're going to bring in, let's see, we'll bring in some rockets. We're going to attack right away, and we'll see how he deals with this. We're going to bring up a command to Boris and hold Boris, and he probably won't attack us. He'll be more defensive. So we'll see what we can do with recon. We'll see what we can do with our aircraft, and we'll try to make it more aircraft this time. Yeah, that's right. So in our last battle, of course, artillery was going to hit Boris, and then we were probably just going to punch right through. It would have taken a little while, but we would have definitely won. But we will give our friend a little bit of time to set up here. So yes, again, Malachi is the French, and yours truly is the Polish. And yeah, there was a little weird problem with the Wargame servers there for a minute. In fact, it even affected European escalation. So I've checked with my friends, and things look good. Really cool how you can kind of see like landslides and stuff, and where water flows. That's really cool. Actually, that looks very dangerous, by the way. A highway right there. Huh. Anyway, highways are beautiful in this game. Things render really well. Looks beautiful. This is a beta, by the way, so this is only going to look better. Not to mention, up here you have signs that are in North Korean. That's right. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that is actually Norwegian. Lols. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Now, don't underestimate this. I mean, we're surrounded by mountains in the middle of Norway. There's no way that ain't beautiful, boys. So anyway, he's ready to go. Let's do it. We've got our UAZs ready here. We're going to move our UAZ up to center, and we're going to keep Anna, and we're going to bring out our aircraft right away. As soon as we spot him, we're going to full out attack. Oh, this is gonna be madness. No, this isn't madness. This is Wargame AirLand battle, baby. Oh yes. All right, let's do it. Mi2s are coming out. He's probably gonna go for Fedor first. So we're gonna scout first to the left, then to the right, then have our Sokol, W3W Sokol move in. Let's see what these look like. Ah, they kind of look like a knockoff of the Lynx. Interesting. Okay, so that's ready to go. Alright, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, by the way. I know I say it a lot, but I love it, and so do you. And if you love this amazing game, then that's what you gotta do. Alright, so let's bring in our aircraft. Gotta do this quick. I wish it would keep that menu open, by the way. That would be so much easier to call in things quickly. Oh, there he is already on the left side with his hot aircraft. Hot and spicy. Oh, what's that there in the center? Babs out in the center. Let's go ahead and engage those. What do we got coming in first? I think that can engage ground, so let's go ahead and go for that. There's a roll in there. Have that make engage. Let's watch on the ground. Oh, beautiful. Absolute destruction. Make sure we engage that, wow. Incredible. Make sure we engage that Roland. Absolutely indestructible. Amazing. Amazing resilience of the Rolands. It's been hit, been hit, and it just refuses to die. Alright, let's get out of here with a few of these units. So that's how devastating one of those early attacks can be. Evac bingo. Roland's coming in. Or the SUBKL. Coming in to hit the Roland again. Sokol better get a hit this time. Very devastating attack. Servers seem to be a little touchy at the moment, so... Alright, Sokol's not going to get a hit there, so GTFO before you die. One of them's already dead. 175 to 245. Amazing, too, by the way. You lose one unit in this game, and you destroy 26, and you look at the map and you notice, oh, we're even. Yep, that's how this game works. So let's time to bring up our Americas now. Let's just have a big tank plow coming down the center of the map. Sokols are going to get out there a little bit. Roland's going to chase. He's in dire straits there. And the Brennus going to roll back a little bit. Let's take a look at this reactive armor. Very cool looking unit. It doesn't even look like it's from Earth. It really looks like a spacecraft. It's very cool. Roland sitting back at the fobs. He's ready for a Spetsnaz attack, I think. Or Special Forces. Roland's on fire, baby. Oh, no, that's just carcasses from Mephistos that were destroyed up on the edge of the ridge. I don't want to get too close with that aircraft, but yep, it seems okay. So what we're going to save up for next is another aircraft attack as soon as they replenish. Looks like we did lose one MiG 23BN, unfortunately, probably to the Rolands. But amazing, by the way, at how those two Rolands were able to stay alive, or at least one of them was able to stay alive, and yet hold off all the Polish Air Force, which I don't know if that's a Polish joke or if some work was actually trying to be done here. He's clearly going for our recon, so we're going to try to keep an eye on those tanks too, by the way, that were rolling around. We're out of 57mm rockets, but that's fine. We can still use our Igla infrared A missile, and it looks like we've got eyes on the AA back at their base. Looks like the Americas are rolling up at full speed. And this is what we call in the United States. Whoa, the hell was that? Do you see that? That's what we call in the United States a compact car. Alright, so these tanks should be here soon. Hopefully we can engage those Brennus and have ourselves a baller tank brawl. That'd be very nice. Especially for you guys. It'd be exciting finish rather than just defending Boris. So those tanks are going to come up as fast as they can. The Roland's looking around. Let's find those Brennus. Where are they? They must be back here somewhere. I'm sure that's where that Roland's going, is to defend them. Wait a second. What is this? Logistic trucks coming up. Whoa. Oh, Roland's hidden everywhere now. Okay, I'm going to lose that. Yep, a lot of recon trucks in the back as well. So that's going to be a lot of AA back there. He's ready for a second hit, and it looks like that Roland's firing too. I'm getting sloppy with the recon, but I was trying to find those Brennus tanks. Now, he's got a lot of anti-aircraft now, and he actually pulled ahead with the loss of 2 recons. You see, this game's frustrating. You make one mistake, and that's what happens. So, an early rush kept him back, but it's not like it did much. We have our buckle-ups ready here, our SU-7 buckle-ups, and we've got our Muy Bien's ready, and our making. See, I love to name everything. Alright, so our America should come up soon and should be able to deal with a lot of stuff. We'll also probably bring up a command vehicle here. Probably be best to capture Dmitry at this point. Actually, Boris probably wouldn't be a bad idea. And then from Boris, we'll capture Elena. But for now, let's go ahead and have our America engage up top. And we'll push forward here, then we'll take care of what's back there. So keep in mind he has, I can't put down flares, but he has stuff at Gregory and stuff here in the ridge. And it looks like he just got a command unit here. Let's see how we're doing on fuel. Wow, these units are doing very good on fuel. Very fuel efficient, 100mm cannon, 120 shells between them all, with 1200 12.7mm ammunitions for the T-55 AM2 America. Or as they call it the Merida, but we're calling it America. Funny, huh? Poland, America. Interesting. Yeah, I know. So, we don't have much back at our base. Of course, a good player at this point would have brought in, like, Chasseur Fama or something like that to flank us from either side, but doesn't matter. We're not playing a good player. We're just playing to show off this this crazy good game. Engaging rough ground, by the way, that will slow down those America. Unless they get out of the forest, then that will they'll speed up again, and they shouldn't have a problem. In the meantime, so he's got some defenses here in this area just between Sheraton and Gregory, and then probably in the back at Gregory here, as well as possibly infantry here because there were a lot of VABs there as well. Those VABs, keep in mind, have ATGM, so we're probably going to just about ready to take some losses, but we're closing in so quickly and we went through the forest, which was smart. They can't engage us with ATGMs. It did delay our attack, but he didn't detect it, so it's now time to break skulls, baby. America attack. We're going to first begin with Florida, Texas, and then a little-known state known as Japan. Oh, wait a minute. No, we gave that state up. Dang it. All right. Well, I like Japan. It was a nice state. A lot of jokes, a lot of sarcasm. I know you love it. So anyway, what you're about to love is all the fire that's just about to be exchanged. Right as I hit the edge of this area, you're going to see fire being probably ATGM fire in about a second here if he brought any out. I don't know if he did. But what do we have here? Oh, there we go. The Brennus. It's time to brawl down. Oh, he's actually he's retreating now from my America tanks. He might actually be faster than them. I knew we were gonna hit those right when we reached the edge. We've taken a hit. 3 of them have been hit. Wow. Firing computer down on those. Still can't see it. They're in the woods. We're going to deal with these in just a second. We will take 2 losses before we start taking... Yep, there goes our 2 losses. Before we start being... Really, can't see those. Interesting. Okay, because I was about to fire onto my... Oh, how can you not see them? Come on. That's amazingly frustrating. Alright, you know what? Time to get rid of the Roland then. And time to call in our ground attack aircraft. Wow. Very good. We're going to call that back then. So what we'll do now then is we're going to go on a quick attack then. Rather than capturing Boris, we're going to actually take, make sure he evacuates. We're going to take Fedor and we're just going to attack Sheraton then. He's going to turtle up on there. So, what, 8 Polish tanks completely destroyed by those French tanks? We should have went for a rush. I knew we should have. That's alright. Now, let's see what else we have at our disposal. We have Conquerors. We have helicopters. Those are going to be a waste of points. We want to get something cheap that we know is going to die. The infantry's too good to survive. We're probably going to go with what was it that I wanted to attack with? Conquerors with T-55s. Should we go? Wait a minute. These are only 10. TO-55s are kind of worthless, at least for what we're trying to do. Good. Well, we'll have plenty of points for when this Topaz gets up there. Shouldn't take much longer. And we're going to look around for anything he might be doing. He's going to turtle at Dmitri or Gregory. Unfortunately, a lot of these tanks were destroyed, though. I thought at least we'd be able to cause some damage. I didn't think we'd be able to push them out of there, which we didn't, but I also didn't think we would lose everything without, you know, no damage. So, alright, it's a learning experience for everybody. So, yeah. This thing's taking forever. I should have told it to move fast. That's what I'm going to do. I'll just tell it to move fast. Skull's going on a little soul searching here. Alright, so there are AAs everywhere. Milan right there. These are, those are equipped with an ATGM. And I hope he goes to the right. Or to the left. Okay, good. Have our Topaz get right back on schedule. Now, as the Poles, we do have access to... All of our recon helicopters are dead, unfortunately. But we do have access to our artillery and BRDMs, which I don't know. Let's see what they have for sight. Stealth is good. Optics are good. Optics are good, and optics are very good for these units in the Mi-24, but with all the AA around, it's kind of worthless. So we'll move into here, we'll move into Fedor, and then we'll cut off Sheraton. We're going to have a big attack here. It's going to be a grand old time. Going to bring in our Gadzooks ASAP. As soon as that captures. Shouldn't take too much longer. All this artillery, by the way, will go to good use. Actually, you know what? We're going to call out groups of... we're going to call out groups of 2. No, that's 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. And we'll continue that all the way. Up to 8. There we are. Now we're going to want to attack with tanks. This has an accuracy of 7. This has an accuracy of 4. This is going to be our meat shield. Huh. We're going to go for a Polish rush here then, rather than a Polish sausage. Alright, we're going to also bring in two of these OSAs, anti-aircraft, and a ton of tanks. And we'll bring in some logistics as well. And our attack is forming up nicely. We'll also have some logistics trucks for our artillery here. Wow, smarty pants. Brought up a tank. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but he's getting ahead in points now. Ooh. What you doing? My moves were pretty risky. That's right, he doesn't know what's coming his way. There we go. Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, it's just time to attack. Ooh. Where the hell are you going, dog? There we go, starting to get points back now. So we're looking for a command here, looking for a command kill, maybe infantry. Oh, yep, he definitely moved whatever that was at Sheraton. So you can bet the command was around there somewhere. Gadzook's doing a good job of engaging that kind of crap. So our Decadent here, our dessert, our Decadent dessert, PT-76s are very, very valuable here. You'll see the tide of battle turn in just a moment. Oh, he looks like he's abandoned both positions. I wonder what he's doing. We do know where his tanks are, though. Time to move up. Oh, here comes more tanks. Oh, he's brought his own command vehicle in. Oh, he's going to try to get behind us. Clever girl. Alright, we'll move into the city to defend against that. Stuff will be here in any second. That was clever. That is, hats off, sir. Very good. He'll lose a big amount of points from that, but that's alright. So long as he calls it in. It's alright, only 120. Or 140. No biggie. Ooh, AMX 30s. Oh! That's alright. They'll be crushed in just a second. Alright, now we're going to have a big fight here. What? Every one of you is stunned by what? Engage them. Oh, you silly Polish people. They're panicking. Just get the shell on the damn turret. Let's go. Oh, this is quite the standoff. instant for air support. Well, it's pretty instant. I mean, you have to buy it first, and then you have to call it in, and it, you know, takes like a second or two to get to where it needs to go. But he kind of did just give away that he was calling out AA. I mean, aircraft. You have to buy it. Oops. Yeah, you have to first buy the aircraft, and then you have to call it in, which is a little strange. I will admit that. It is kind of weird. You have to call it in kind of twice. But anyway, it's time to conquer the map with our greatness. Oop, hold on a second. We're flanked here by AMXs. There he goes. Good job. Now, you didn't think I was just gonna, like, you know, roll him with some attack back at his base or something. He has to learn a little bit too. And he's doing some really good stuff now. Oh, wait a minute. Time to engage our Mirage here with our helicopter. Or with, yep. Oh, good, we got a hit. Critical impact. I wonder if that's a multi-role fighter. Oh, okay. So as you can see, by the way, these decks do come with you know, different vehicles and things, and you do get bonuses for staying with certain decks. So you know, things aren't going to be perfect. We're going to try to rough them up a little bit, though. He went heavy on those tanks, man. Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of just trying to see what I can do differently here for other engagements in the future. So let's bring up all the pain we can. On this left side. So, you know, again, attacks aren't perfect either. You know, I tried a few times with the tanks, but he's defended Gregory so heavily that it's kind of hard to get him out of that position. So we'll back up into the woods now, stay out of his sight, lick our wounds, and then we'll kind of attack again. In fact, the game is almost over. We're almost up to 20 minutes, so he probably will win before all these topazes get there. So, you know, last time I probably would have won. This time he's probably going to win. We can actually can we directly fire at that? No, we cannot. Okay. Rolling there in the back. Rolling. Just park our topaz. By the way, these maps are huge. So it seems to take a lot longer for vehicles to get where they're going, even though some of these vehicles are really fast. Like the topaz here goes 100 and holy crap, 10 kilometers an hour? My God. So even though it can do 110 kilometers an hour, it still takes ages to get there. In fact, these do 150 kilometers an hour. Jeez. And they just seem to be putting along. So anyway, it's nice we made some new friends on the battlefield. Ironically, it seems kind of weird that you would say that, but it doesn't matter. It's all about showing off the game and all the new tactics and everything like that. I've won and lost about as many times each, so I don't really care. This is a great game, and I still highly recommend that you look into getting this one. Oh, and there's the end of the battle. So hats off to you then, Malachi. He got one of his own. He got a win, so very good game there. And so that was nice. A nice end to that weird disconnection before. So anyway, I don't know. You may as well call that a draw as well. I probably was gonna artillery the hell out of him there, and now he got good with the tanks. But he's got to run. So do I. So until next time, friends and fans, this is Raptor for Malachi saying we'll see ya. Bye. Hello once again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome to Wargame AirLand Battle. It is a 3v3